This is a guided sitting meditation called Quiet Space Breathing. Please sit in a comfortable but alert and dignified posture and feel the soles of your feet on the floor. Pay attention to the contact that your feet make with the floor. Feel the ground. Noticing now sensations in your toes, your ankles and heels, and very gently, gradually moving that awareness up from the feet, through the ankles to the lower legs, just settling in now to a connection with what your body is feeling at this moment. There's no need to change anything or try to feel anything in particular. We're just establishing presence in the body. There's no need to try to change anything or fix anything. We're just checking in with the body at this moment. Feeling sensations now through the knees, the thighs, the backs of the thighs. Noticing the buttocks and the backs of the thighs making contact with the surface that you're sitting on. And moving up into the pelvis, the belly. Just take a moment to notice if there are any sensations or movements that are associated with the in-breath or the out-breath in the pelvis and belly. And there may be, there may not be. Just being interested to notice. Then moving the awareness up through the middle of the body, the upper torso, the stomach, the chest, and moving through to the back. Take a moment to let your awareness settle into the upper body and the back. And again, noticing if there are any sensations or movements there that are associated with the in-breath or the out-breath. And then moving up to the shoulders and the tops of the shoulders. Just checking in for the moment what things are feeling like in this brief way. The shoulder joints and the armpits, the upper arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists and the hands. And with the next in-breath, breathing into the feet, the legs, the pelvis, the upper torso, the arms and hands, filling with air and then letting go completely. And moving the awareness up through the neck and throat to the back of the head and the top of the head, the sides of the head and the ears. And then let your awareness settle for a moment in the area of the face. Notice sensations here, feelings here. Just being interested. No need to change anything. Just being present with what is right now within the experience of the face. And then another deep, full breath into the whole of the body and the head. Breathing out. And letting the breath continue on its own, completely naturally. Let your awareness settle now into the chest and the stomach and the belly and the back. Letting your awareness settle into the torso. And wait until you begin to notice sensations that are arising somewhere in there that are connected with the in-breath and the out-breath. Letting the breath happen very naturally on its own, just being an interested, caring witness to the in-breath and the out-breath. And noticing now where you feel the sensation of the in-breath most vividly in this area. Where do you experience that sense of expansion most vividly? Let this place be your home base and your anchor, the place that you will be returning your attention to again and again, letting it just rest in this home base as it can, and gently returning here when you notice that your mind has wandered off somewhere else. And seeing if you can notice the very, very beginning of the next in-breath. And again at your home base, seeing if you can notice the very, very beginning and the middle of the next in-breath. And then the beginning and the middle and the very, very end of the next in-breath. And with the next in-breath following it through to the very end, to that place where imperceptibly the in-breath becomes transformed into the out-breath. Being present for the very, very beginning of the next out-breath. And then the beginning and the middle of the next out-breath. And perhaps this time you can be present for the complete out-breath, to the very, very end of the out-breath. And you may notice that at the very end of the out-breath, there may be a moment in time and space, a very tiny moment when the lungs have stopped moving and the whole body-mind is very still and quiet, just for a moment before the next in-breath naturally begins on its own. So for the next few moments, we're going to sit quietly and, as best we can, one breath at a time, one in-breath, one out-breath at a time, staying interested and connected to the sensation at the home base of the breath, and noticing the quiet space at the end of the out-breath. And as soon as you notice that your mind has wandered off, which it very likely will do since that's the nature of the mind, just acknowledge where you've been, and without judging yourself in any way or analyzing, just bring your attention into the moment of being here right now, in this body, waiting for the next in-breath to reveal itself to your attention and settle back in, following the breath, one breath at a time, to the quiet space at the end of the out-breath. And as soon as you notice that your mind has wandered off somewhere, no problem. It's the nature of the mind to do that. Just notice, acknowledge that you've wandered off, acknowledge where you've been, and then without thinking about it or analyzing it or judging it in any way, very kindly and gently let your attention settle back into the present moment, right here, right now, in this body, with this breath, and just begin again. Always settling back into the body at this moment, right here and now, with things just as they are. No need to change anything. Just being present and interested in the next in-breath, the next out-breath, beginning again as many times as your mind wanders off without judgment, coming back. Sitting here in this body with this breath, you may also be aware of hearing of sounds at times, and still notice that you can be present in the body with the breath and also be open to hearing. So at this moment, staying with the body and the breath, opening your awareness at the same time to hearing the space around you, feeling the air in that space around you, connecting again with the floor and the chair that you can sense through the body. And then taking another nice big breath. When you're ready, open your eyes and bring that full presence back into the room where you are right now.